he never lost a game when he was on his football team, which is kind of cool. And it just kind of set this high bar for achievement and success. And it's, again, his inklings of his personality seem to show throughout the rest of his career. He was always the guy that would go up to people and greet them and do all this other stuff. But yeah, he was also an Eagle Scout when he was in 8th grade, the youngest one in Missouri, I think, still. So he was, again, a high achievement individual. He went to University of Missouri, enrolled as an ROTC cadet, studied economics, paid his way through college by delivering newspapers, waiting tables, and lifeguarding. He was voted as permanent president of his graduating class in 1940.
Permanent president.
Yeah, and then he got his bachelor's there.
Yep.
He said that he learned a lot. He learned that one of the secrets of campus leadership was the simplest thing: speak to people coming down the sidewalk before they speak to you. I would always look ahead and speak to the person coming down towards me. If I knew them, I would call them by name. But even if I didn't know them, I would still speak to them. And that's like a really powerful lesson, is engage people before they engage you. I think it speaks to, more broadly today, is a version of marketing.
Yes.
Just engage with the people around you. He was student body president at the time, so it was more engage with your constituents, but the business analogy there is engage with your market.
It's so easy today to not.
Yeah.
It's so easy today to either build something, to run a business, or to do something that's not even in the public light, or like you're just not telling people about it. It's so easy to do that and then think you're making progress.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like you really have to battle test your stuff, get it out there in the world, get people's eyes on it, get their hands on it, talk to them and figure out what they want, especially if they're voting for you and or paying for a product.
Yeah, which is
it's
like
one of the
vote,
most important things.
Right? Like $1 is like a mini vote.
Exactly. It's one of the most important things, honestly.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm always baffled at whenever we show our stuff to people, how they get caught up in one thing, or they struggle with another thing. And this is kind of a quick side tour, but I was listening to this interview with the head of, I think he was the president of Tesla, worked with Elon Musk for a long time, building the sales division and sales unit. And they often talked about how a lot of people don't even use their own product, and a lot of people can't sit through the pain of watching people use their own product or go through their experience of using that. And that's where you learn the most. And one thing that we'll find with Sam Walton is that he was one of those guys that was always walking the aisles and using his eyes to analyze what was going on and how people were experiencing the whole
and even if it wasn't his store,
retail experience,
other stores, he'd be like, how are you experiencing this store?
You
know. And so in the parallel, we've done that same thing where we've seen other people not use their own products. We had a case this week where we were flabbergasted with a sponsor who didn't use their own product. And so it just speaks to the whole, like, I don't know, I think get the feedback early and often. Regardless if they're voting for you, if they're paying for it, or whatever. Get the feedback early and often.
It's a lot easier than you think. It's a message away to somebody, hey, can you try this little part? And then just responding. And again, there's always something there. If it's not optimal, if the person doesn't go through and says, this was the best thing I've ever used in my life, then there's areas where you can improve on, or there's areas for reflection. And you can stumble forward.
Even if they do pay you or they do vote for you, there's still room for improvement. But
Exactly. So the next era of Sam Walton's life is the JCPenney era. And then this leads into when he went out to the war, where he met his wife, who was a pretty impactful person.
Very impactful.
The whole Walmart strategy.
And early starting.
Exactly. So 3 days after graduating from the University of Missouri, Walton started as a management trainee at JCPenney in Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines, Iowa.
And this is like when, JCPenney was the real person. Mr. JCPenney.
What is it, James Cash Penny? Is that his?
I think so.
So he used to name kids Cash back then. That's some depression era. Naming conventions. Like, nah, man, you're Cash.
We're gonna hope for Cash.
I'm gonna name my son Bitcoin.
Crypto Bitcoin.
Crypto. Tendo Crypto Luquago.
Oh,
So his salary was $75 per month. learned the fundamentals of retail operations, merchandising, customer service, store management. The JCPenney experience taught him the importance of treating employees well and keeping prices fair. Left after 18 months when he was drafted.
World War II.
World War II. Around the same time, he met Helen Robson in Claremore, Oklahoma, where he was working briefly for DuPont while waiting to be called up for military duty. They met at a bowling alley where her father had taken her, which is also important because this whole father relationship was, again, really important. It's what started what gave the seed capital.
That's the important part.
Him becoming an entrepreneur.
I think she went to the bowling alley with another guy. And Sam was like, in this era of like, I'm just gonna talk to everybody. Was like, yo, I don't care who you brought. I'm talking to you. I'm taking you home.
Hey, you know, greet them before they greet you.
Exactly. To the point where I think they were married. What, less than a year later?
Hey, I mean, Sam Walton got game.
That's emotion right there.
They're not talking about it, but Sam Walton got game. No, but Sam's Helen's father was a prominent banker and rancher in Claremore, in a man of means. And she graduated from the University of Oklahoma with a degree in finance. She was really sharp with numbers her whole life. Early on, she kept the books and was very frugal and understood that. And so they were very much in alignment early on.
And I think his father-in-law, which would be her father, was very eager to try and get Sam into the business game. Was very eager to help him out and to build this family unit. I mean, family units were huge. You know, back when the World War II was happening and everything. So it's a very interesting start because that spark, I mean, we're experiencing that now. It's hard to find that first spark. In terms of funding and engagement and all that stuff.
And real backing where somebody's like, hey man,
I have connections, I have wealth.